Chosen one, hear this with all your spirit. This moment is not an accident. It is not a coincidence. It is a direct command from heaven itself. What you are hearing now is not just another voice, not just another message passing through your ears. This is a sacred alarm sounding in your destiny. It is the call that only comes once in a lifetime, and it has come for you. You have walked through nights of silence and tears, carrying questions in your heart that no one could answer. You have wondered when your life would change, when your prayers would finally break through the heavens. Today, the answer has arrived. This is not a promise for tomorrow or a vague hope for the future. It is a declaration for now. The door has opened, and you stand at the threshold. But hear this clearly, such doors do not stay open forever. Heaven is merciful, but it is also decisive. If you ignore this call, if you let this hour pass, you will spend the next 10 years looking back with regret. You will remember that heaven reached out, and you chose silence. Yet if you respond with faith, if you embrace this divine summons, your entire story will change in a moment. The Lord himself declares, "If you accept, I will restore what was lost. If you refuse, you will remain where you are. Chosen one, you have been separated from the crowd for this very hour." This is not simply encouragement. This is an ultimatum from heaven. A single choice today will shape not only your present but your eternal future. Chosen one, seal this word with faith. Comment 777 below as your declaration that you receive heaven's call. 777 is the sign of divine completion and overflow. By writing it, you proclaim, "I believe, I receive, I am chosen." Chosen one, before you can receive, you must understand the 85 crore that heaven speaks of is not ordinary wealth. It is not just numbers written in a bank account or currency that slips through human hands. It is something far greater, something deeper. It is the language of heaven expressed in a form your mind can recognize. It is energy, consciousness, and spiritual inheritance. For too long, you were taught to believe that money is only the result of labor, struggle, or compromise. You were told to chase after it, to sacrifice your peace, your relationships, and even your health to possess it. Yet all along, the true source of wealth was never outside of you. It was within you, hidden in your spirit, waiting for the appointed time to awaken. That time is now. The 85 crore is not simply about paper bills or coins. It is the vibration of abundance encoded into your soul. It is the reward of prayers whispered in secret, of sacrifices no one saw, of tears that watered the ground of your destiny. This number is symbolic. It represents fullness, overflow, and the multiplication of what was lost. Heaven is telling you, "I am not just increasing your bank account, I am expanding your life." Understand this truth. Money is only a reflection. Consciousness is the substance. When the consciousness of abundance takes root inside you, everything around you shifts. Your thoughts begin to align with possibility instead of fear. Your words carry weight and authority. Your very presence becomes magnetic. This is why the 85 crore is called forth. It is the measure of heaven's recognition of your readiness. Do not confuse this with ordinary prosperity. Many people have wealth, yet they remain empty, restless, and fearful. But when God releases the consciousness of wealth, you not only possess resources, you possess peace, freedom, and divine purpose. The 85 crore is a sign that you have been entrusted with more than survival. You have been entrusted with influence, with legacy, with the ability to lift others as you rise. Chosen one, this is why the message is urgent. It is not about chasing money, it is about unlocking the treasure that has always been buried in your spirit. Heaven is announcing that your season of lack has ended and the time of divine overflow has begun. Chosen one, there is a sacred mystery in the way heaven moves. Moments are more powerful than years. In a single instant, what has been locked away for decades can be released. Today, you are standing in such an instant. The clock of heaven has struck, and you have been given an appointed window, only 8 minutes, Only one sacred hour to step into what generations have prayed for. Do not be deceived by the smallness of time. 8 minutes may seem short in the eyes of man, but in the realm of God, it is an eternity compressed into a single breath. Heaven has chosen to measure your destiny in this window. If you receive this message fully, with undivided heart, then in those 8 minutes the foundation of your life will be rewritten. A new script will be handed to you, one that contains not failure and lack, but abundance, freedom, and honor. But hear this warning. The door does not stay open forever. Divine opportunities are never endless. They are urgent, decisive, and sacred. If you ignore this moment, if you turn away, you will wander 10 years in regret, 10 years of repeating the same struggles, carrying the same questions, and longing for the miracle you rejected. That is the cost of hesitation. Understand the weight of this hour. All your prayers, all your endurance, all your sacrifices have led to this very moment. It is not random. It is the harvest of everything sown in silence. Heaven does not speak without reason, and heaven does not choose without purpose. The fact that you are hearing this now is the evidence that your soul has been counted ready. The enemy will whisper that nothing can change in minutes, that you must wait years. But the truth is this: when God decrees a shift, delay ends immediately. In one night, Joseph moved from prison to palace. In one encounter, Saul became Paul. In one command, the Red Sea parted. And in these 8 minutes, your own life can cross over. Chosen one, you are standing at the line between what was and what will be. The sands of time are slipping, and heaven is watching for your response. Will you doubt and walk away? Or will you believe and step into the hour that has been waiting for your name? This is your appointed time. The next 8 minutes will not just change your circumstances, they will redefine your destiny. Chosen one, when heaven opens a door, it never opens it halfway. When the appointed hour comes, it is not a trickle, it is a flood. And in this moment, if you receive it, the blessings that will pour into your life will not only meet your needs, they will overflow beyond anything you have imagined. This is not exaggeration. It is the law of divine abundance. First, the realm of finances will be shaken. The money you chased for years will begin to chase you. Opportunities, ideas, and favor will align in such a way that what once seemed impossible will appear at your doorstep. You will see debts cancelled, doors to businesses or promotions opened, and unexpected resources flow. The 85 crore is not just wealth, it is the signal that your days of financial struggle are over. But heaven's promise does not stop with money. It stretches into every area of your existence. In your family, restoration will come. Broken relationships will be mended. Love that once seemed lost will be returned, stronger and purer than before. In your health, healing will rise. The strength that you thought had left you will return. Energy, vitality, and joy will fill your body again. In your reputation, honor will replace shame. Those who mocked you will be silenced. Those who doubted you will witness your rise. The same mouths that spoke against you will confess the favor of God upon you. You will not need to argue or defend yourself. The blessings will speak louder than any words ever could. And in your spirit, a greater miracle will unfold. You will discover peace that does not depend on circumstances, confidence that no criticism can shake, and clarity that no confusion can blur. This is the deeper blessing, the wealth of the soul. For when the soul is rich, everything else follows. Chosen one, understand this. These blessings are not random rewards. They are the fruits of the seeds you have sown in pain. The tears you cried in secret have watered the ground of your destiny. The nights you stayed awake, refusing to let hope die, have summoned heaven's response. What you are about to receive is not charity, it is justice. It is heaven paying back what was stolen, multiplied beyond measure. The scriptures remind us, I will restore to you the years that the locusts have eaten. This is not only a promise for ancient times, it is a decree over your life today. What you lost in wasted seasons, in betrayal, in hardship, will be returned with interest. Nothing will be missing, nothing will be broken. Chosen one, imagine your life not bound by constant worry, but lifted by constant overflow. Imagine every morning waking with clarity, every evening resting in peace, and every step walking in favor. This is the reality that begins when you accept the 85 crore, not as money alone, but as the symbol of heaven's complete blessing. Chosen one, you must understand why this message has reached you, and not the multitudes around you. Out of billions of souls on this earth, heaven has written your name on its scroll for this very moment. You are not here by coincidence. You are not watching or listening by accident. You are the answer to a prayer spoken long before you were born. For years, you carried burdens that others could not see. You endured ridicule from those who dismissed your dreams as foolish. You faced rejection when you longed for support. You walked through seasons where your sacrifices were ignored, where your loyalty was betrayed, and where your kindness was mistaken for weakness, and yet you did not quit. You kept faith alive even when everything around you screamed that hope was gone. That endurance has marked you as different. The title, Chosen One, is not given lightly. It is not about superiority over others, nor is it about pride. It is about responsibility. Heaven chooses those who have proven, in the secret places, that they will not surrender their integrity, that they will not abandon their calling, that they will not allow darkness to swallow their light. And you have proven it. That is why this message is for you. Consider this. Many people chase blessings, but they are not ready to carry them. They would squander the gift or use it only for themselves. But you, chosen one, have been tested in the fire of adversity. Your patience, your resilience, and your unbroken faith have prepared you for the weight of what is coming. Heaven can entrust you with wealth because you will not worship it. It can entrust you with honor because you will not abuse it. It can entrust you with influence because you will not forget the one who gave it. Remember the words, many are called, but few are chosen. This means that while countless souls hear invitations, only a few are set apart to carry the mantle. You are among the few. This is not flattery, it is a divine recognition. The scars you carry are proof of your survival. The tears you shed are proof of your compassion. The battles you fought in silence are proof of your strength. And heaven has seen it all. Chosen one, from this day forward, you must never see yourself as ordinary again. You are a vessel of divine purpose. The wealth, the opportunities, and the restoration that are coming are not just for your comfort, they are for your mission. You have been chosen to be a sign to others that God still rewards faith, that God still honors sacrifice, that God still lifts the humble and crowns them with glory. This is your identity. This is your inheritance. Accept it with boldness, because heaven has declared over you, you are the chosen one, set apart for such a time as this. Chosen one, every promise of heaven carries a condition. Grace is free, but destiny requires participation. The blessings prepared for you, the wealth, the restoration, the honor, are already moving toward you, yet they can only manifest if you align yourself with the principle that governs them. That principle is faith. Faith is not wishful thinking. It is not a vague hope or a shallow positivity. Faith is the absolute conviction that what God has spoken is already true, even before you see it with your eyes. It is the decision to silence doubt, to resist fear, and to act as though the promise is already in your possession. Without faith, the 85 crore remains energy waiting at the door. With faith, that energy bursts into your reality and becomes tangible. But faith does not stand alone. It must be complete. Half faith is no faith at all. To listen halfway, to doubt halfway, to believe only when convenient is to close the very door that heaven is opening. That is why you have been commanded not to abandon this message, not to turn away midway. Every word carries vibration. Every sentence releases alignment. The more you receive, the more your inner being synchronizes with the abundance that is rushing toward you. Surrender is the second condition. This is not the surrender of weakness, but the surrender of control. It is the recognition that you are not the source, you are the vessel. Money, opportunities, influence, healing, all of these flow from God, not from your striving. To surrender is to stop chasing with desperation and to start receiving with openness. It is to say, I am ready, I accept, I trust the timing and the method of heaven. Only then can the floodgates open. Purity of intention is the third condition. Heaven does not release power into hands that will misuse it. The 85 crore is not just for self-indulgence, it is for mission. You must determine in your heart that this blessing will not corrupt you, but will empower you. It will build, not destroy. It will heal, not wound. When your motives are aligned with love, generosity, and legacy, the blessing cannot be withheld. Consider this. Countless people cry for miracles, but few prepare themselves to carry the weight of the answer. You, chosen one, are different. This message has come because you have already walked the road of preparation. You endured trials, and those trials refined your heart. Now, all that remains is your decision to believe fully, to surrender completely, and to align your motives rightly. Chosen one, the conditions are not burdens, they are invitations. Heaven is not asking you to earn the blessing, but to position yourself to receive it. Faith, surrender, and purity, these are the keys. Take hold of them now, and the vaults of heaven will open wide. The moment you say yes with your whole heart, the transfer begins. Chosen one, you are standing at the edge of a moment that history itself has been waiting for. This is not merely about you receiving money. This is about heaven transferring power, wealth, and authority into your hands as part of a divine shift that will impact generations. The 85 crore is more than a symbol, it is the key to a transfer written in the scrolls of eternity. For centuries, treasures were stored up by your ancestors through their prayers, sacrifices, and unfulfilled dreams. Their cries reached the throne of heaven, and now the vault is opening. What they could not touch in their time, you are being entrusted with today. This is the moment when hidden inheritance is released. This is not luck, this is legacy. Understand, this transfer is not just financial, it is spiritual. Heaven is taking the power that was once locked away in silence and releasing it through you. The wealth that is coming is a weapon. It is not only for comfort, but for conquest. With it, you will build, you will restore, you will raise up what others said could never rise again. You will lift the broken, heal the wounded, and establish justice where there was corruption. This is why you are called the chosen one. Heaven does not waste its treasures. It looks for vessels who have been tested, who have walked through fire and still emerged faithful. You are such a vessel. The transfer of 85 crore is not just into your account, it is into your very identity. It is heaven declaring, I trust you with my resources, because you will use them for my purpose. Think of the scale of this transfer. What you once saw as impossible debts cleared, homes purchased, dreams funded will now be natural. What once felt out of reach will be delivered to your doorstep. Streams of provision will flow from places you cannot see today. Contracts, opportunities, partnerships, unexpected doors, they will all converge like rivers rushing toward you. But beyond that, your voice will carry authority. People will recognize a new weight upon your words, because heaven's endorsement will be undeniable. Chosen one, realize the magnitude. This transfer is not just for your survival, it is for your influence. You will not only live in abundance, but you will set an example of divine prosperity. You will demonstrate that wealth is not the enemy of holiness when it is stewarded with righteousness. You will show that blessings are not chains when they are used to free others. This is the great transfer. This is the moment when heaven says, enough delay, enough struggle, enough hiding. Rise now, For I am giving into your hands what has been stored for ages. Receive it with reverence. Receive it with boldness. The transfer has begun, and nothing on earth or in hell can stop it. Chosen one, every blessing comes with a battlefield. Every open door is shadowed by resistance. And as you stand before the greatest transfer of your life, you must understand, this is not only a season of abundance, it is the moment of your final test. Heaven has opened the gates, but you must walk through them with faith. Hesitation now would cost you more than you can bear. Hear this with trembling. If you turn away from this moment, the door will close for 10 years, not because God is cruel, but because divine timing does not linger. Opportunity is a river, it flows once, and if you refuse to step in, it passes you by. Many souls have missed their appointed hour because they doubted when they should have believed. Their regret became their companion for years. This warning is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken you. You must not let unbelief rob you of what heaven has already placed within reach. This is the last battle, not against men, but against doubt, fear, and distraction. The enemy knows he cannot steal what God has given you, so he will attempt to blind you to it. He will whisper, "This is too good to be true. Nothing can change so quickly. You are not worthy. Do not listen." These lies are the final weapons meant to hold you in chains. But remember, the louder the resistance, the closer the breakthrough. Chosen one, your warfare is not against flesh and blood. It is against the invisible forces that want to convince you to surrender at the edge of victory. But you have already endured too much to turn back now. The nights of loneliness, the years of labor, the tears shed in silence, these were your training. They forged a strength inside you that cannot be broken now. The final warning is this: if you let doubt control you, the promise will remain locked, waiting for another season. But if you rise in faith, the miracle will unfold immediately. This is the razor's edge. One choice determines whether you live in overflow or in delay. And the last battle is this: to believe with your whole being that you are chosen, that you are worthy, that you are ready. This is not arrogance, but agreement with heaven's decree. Heaven has already written your name. Heaven has already prepared the inheritance. All that remains is for you to step forward. Chosen one, do not tremble before this moment. Seize it. The war is not outside of you. It is inside your mind. Conquer doubt, and you conquer destiny. The army of heaven stands ready behind you, waiting for your yes. If you hesitate, they will withdraw. If you step forward, they will fight beside you, and no power in hell will withstand the storm. This is your last battle. This is your final warning, and it is also your greatest opportunity. Step forward now, and you will not just survive, you will reign. Chosen one, everything has been leading you here. Every tear you shed in silence, every prayer whispered in the stillness of the night, every sacrifice you made when no one was watching, has been preparing you for this exact moment. You now stand at the edge of destiny, and heaven is waiting for your response. The vault of blessings has already been opened. The 85 crore, the great transfer of wealth, the restoration of honor, the healing of your body, and the peace of your soul are all within reach. Nothing is withheld, but heaven will not force them upon you. The key has always been in your hands, and at this threshold, you must choose whether to step into abundance or turn back to the familiar. If you walk away now, nothing will change. The struggles of yesterday will follow you into tomorrow, and regret will whisper to you for years, reminding you of what could have been. You will remember this hour as the moment hesitation cost you everything. You will remember that heaven offered and you turned away. That is the price of disbelief. A decade of wandering in the wilderness, watching others rise while you remain where you are. But if you choose to receive, if you embrace this divine summons with faith, everything will shift. The floodgates of heaven will open. Promises stored for generations will be released. Enemies that mocked you will be silenced. And the doors that were once closed will swing wide. Tears will be turned into laughter, losses into restoration, and weakness into strength. This is the decision before you regret or reward, wilderness or promised land, delay or destiny. The Lord has spoken, and the echo of his voice now rests in your spirit. What will you decide? Do not look for another sign. This message is the sign. Do not wait for another opportunity. This is the opportunity. The time is not tomorrow, nor next year, nor some distant future. The time is now, and the next breath you take carries the power of life or death over your destiny. Chosen one, place your hand on your heart and declare with conviction, I am ready. I am a child of God. I received the 85 crore prepared for me. I accept the energy of abundance, the restoration of honor, and the purpose for which I was chosen. I believe, I surrender, and I will not turn back. As you speak, the unseen realm begins to move. Angels are dispatched at your command. Rivers of provision flow toward you, and circumstances align in ways you cannot yet see. Deep inside, you will know you are no longer the same. This is the turning point. This is the day that will be remembered as the day the chosen one stepped into destiny. From now on, blessings will pursue you, opportunities will find you, and your life will become a testimony of divine favor. Heaven is watching. The armies of God stand ready, and the scroll of your life lies open as eternity's pen hovers above it, waiting for your decision. Say yes, and your story will be rewritten with glory. Say yes, and wealth, honor, and purpose will flow like a river. Say yes, and the promise will become reality. This is your final call. The choice is yours, and the moment is now.